Hi, today we're going to talk about tiredness, something that is really common now. Everybody seems to be tired and exhausted and running around and being really busy. But tiredness, as we all know, ranges from that slightly below par feeling of just a wee bit tired to absolute utter exhaustion. When we're tired, science proves that our brains don't work properly and it's harder to regulate our emotions. And this is where rest comes in. Just 10 minutes of meditation counts as active rest. And even if the small act of self-care can be a great way to nurture the warmth we need to steady ourselves a little. So let's take this 10 minutes of meditation together. So we're going to start with 3 deep, purposeful breaths. In through the nose and out through the mouth, really trying to exhale for longer than you inhale in your own time. Closing your eyes now if you haven't already, or if you prefer to keep your eyes open and soften your gaze to a single spot in front of you. I'd like you to check in with the position of your hands right now and hold them in an upwards position, the palms facing the ceiling. As we move to the main part of this meditation, I'd like you to bring a half smile to the sides of your mouth. If that feels a little awkward, don't worry. Try and play around with it. It can help bring to mind an image of someone who really loves you. I'd like to invite you to bring your awareness into your body now. Have a gentle scan around the body and look for the area which holds your tiredness most strongly. Where do you feel tiredness in your body? For me, it's often around the eyes, but perhaps it's somewhere else for you. Maybe some heaviness in your head, in your chest, in your legs. Just a few moments, just rest your awareness with those sensations. I'd like you to listen to this first affirmation now. I surrender to my tiredness, and it's okay. This isn't about surrendering by giving up or giving in. It's about fighting the tiredness a little bit less. So still with your awareness held in your body, resting with your tiredness, here's the affirmation again. I surrender to my tiredness, and that's okay. I invite you now to bring your awareness to the connection you're making with the bed or the sofa or the chair, wherever you're sitting. Sense into that surface. What does it feel like? Is it soft, hard, warm, cool? If you can, almost let yourself soften into that surface a little. Maybe use a nice long out breath to signify to your body that you're listening and letting go. Listen to the second affirmation now. I hold myself in this moment. Imagine these words like a meditative hug. When you're knackered, it really helps to be held. If there's someone there to hug you, go for that. But when there's not, you can go for this. Reconnecting with whatever it is holding you and sinking you into the surface if you can. Hear those words again. I hold myself in this moment. If your busy mind keeps wandering off, it's absolutely fine. Just gently coax it back to the meditation and just breathe and smile. Now I would like you to imagine that in each of your hands is a heavy weight. The weight in your left hand represents perfection. The weight in your right hand represents productivity. Two big factors which contribute to our tiredness. So once at a time, we're going to put each of these weights down by our sides. You can physically move your hands or just imagine. It's up to you. So as I say this affirmation, shift those weights to the floor. I put down productivity and I put down perfection. Feel into any lightness or sense of release which comes as you put those weights down. Here's a reminder one more time. I put down productivity and I put down perfection. Once again, just see if you can use the breath to help you along here. Using a nice long out breath to soften yourself down a little. And now I invite you just to place your hand on your heart center and pause for a moment and send yourself some kindness and compassion. And when you're ready, come back to the room in your own time, wiggle your fingers and your toes, and open your eyes. Well done.